Hey guys, it's me, Kevin here. So today's vlog is about, actually, you know what? If you guys are eating something, this is gonna be kind of disgusting because I'm gonna be talking about bugs. So either pause or go see another video, or just continue watching. But if you've been warned, if you're eating something, this could be really graphic in terms of description. I'm not gonna show any images, or maybe I will. I don't know. Okay, so today's vlog is about bugs. I freaking hate certain bugs. It's just absolutely disgusting. The other day I was actually walking to work. I was walking to work after I parked my car, and then I remember I shampooed my hair with fructis that morning, and then I drank a drink with maple syrup, and then I had my tea with maple syrup. Don't judge me. And then afterwards, I remember I was walking, and then there's 3 or 4 honeybees zipping around me, right? I was just freaking out, and I was going, oh my god. I'm like, please don't sting me. I had maple syrup, it's not honey. I was like, leave me alone. It's maple syrup, not honey, go away. And I thought they were gonna sting me, right? Because a few of them hit my jacket and then bounced off or whatever. I was like, what? I don't know what's going on. And then luckily I didn't get stung. So stupid. And then there was another time I was actually sleeping in my bed. This was upstairs before I moved downstairs, and there was a mosquito in my room. A mosquito. So I'm sleeping like this, and then all of a sudden I'm fully I've fallen asleep, right? And it actually wakes me up. It flies so close to my ear that I hear this noise. That was a pretty good imitation there. I can't believe I made that noise. Anyways, and that's how loud it was, and I was like, what the fuck? I woke up, turned on the lights, I see this, these stringy little arms, and that puny little body, and those weird wings, and I'm like, it's a mosquito. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, what do I do? And then it landed on a wall. And I know those things are really reactive to shadows and whatever, so they don't die to human hands, but I smacked it so hard on the wall that I thought I was gonna break the wall. Because generally that's how much force I use. I know just a little clap will kill it, but I generally clap so hard that my blood bruises itself almost, because I want the bug to be absolutely dead and exploded. And when I hit it, there was a blood mark on there, right? And I was like, oh my god, what the hell blood did it suck out of me? And the worst part is moths. Oh my god, moths. Moths are absolutely gross and disgusting. Their wings have these little, that powdery shit that the moths have? Those are scales that are falling off their wings when you kill them. Not only are they a dusty mess, they're annoying, and they lay about 1,000 eggs a day. It's just fucking crazy and disgusting. I hate those things. Holy crap. Moths, I normally get these little small ones, and over the years, when I was upstairs, there was always tons of them, right? You can get the idea. I really hate flying insects at this point. There was a lot up there, and there's still a lot up there today, and I just don't deal with it anymore. The other day I went upstairs to get some water, and I was like, oh, there's a moth larva right on the wall here, Mom, Dad. What the hell? And they're like, oh, just kill it. I'm like, okay. So I killed it, and then there's another one flying around to the kitchen, and it just flew in front of them. I'm like, there's another moth there, and then my mom tried to kill it, and then she missed and completely missed it, and then she's just like, it's okay, I missed it. I thought to myself, I'm like, you're okay with this? I was like, this is an infestation, because I remember at one point I pulled underneath my bed, and there was these weird larva carcasses everywhere. It was so gross. So what the moth larva and their pod or whatever, what it looks like a piece of dust, and it looks like a cotton roll. It's absolutely disgusting. And then sometimes you might see this little black head poking out of the center of it, like that. Actually, that's really inappropriate too. Anyways, yeah, that's what it looks like. It's this little black thing poking out, and then it sometimes if it's been there for ages, I pick it up with a piece of tissue and I crush it, right, and I hear a popping noise. This is so fucking nasty. I'm sorry guys, I already told you this vlog was gonna be really, really gross. And yeah, it's ever since and then like when I cleaned out that bed frame behind me, there was like a cluster of them in the middle somewhere. Oh, ugh. But it's all cleaned out now. The only thing I deal with down here is some spiders. Spiders are okay, as long as they're not in my room when I'm sleeping. I'm okay with spiders being like right outside the door over there, because I assume they'll eat everything that's flying or whatever that's trying to get in here. Like spiders are a-okay. There was one time I killed a wolf spider at my ex's house. That was disgusting. The thing was about like this big, so it's like a mini face hugger that's about this large. And the thing that happened was that I saw it, and it's the first time I saw a wolf spider, right? I was like, holy crap. And it was like really brown and meaty. It was gross. I was just like, that looks like a piece of fecal discharge with like arms and legs. That's literally what it looked like. It looked like fecal discharge. It was absolutely disgusting. And I remember I saw it and I was like, holy crap. I was petrified in fear, and because it was so huge, and it just crawled out of nowhere, right? I have no idea where the hell it came from in Max's room. Her room was a mess anyways. And anyways, it was like right there on the carpet, and I panicked. But because there was a girl there, I grabbed like a towel, and then I was just like, I don't want to do this. And then like my arm swings like a mousetrap, and it's just like, and then it's dead. I'm like, oh my freaking god, I can't believe I just did that. And my hand's like still there, and I was just like, I'm gonna remove my arm now, and I hope nothing crawls out from underneath that towel. And that's what I did. And then afterwards, I waited about like 5-10 seconds, and then sure enough, nothing crawled out of like any of the edges of the towel on top of the dead object I just crushed. And I realized, I was like, all right, I just defeated a wolf spider. That was very, very gross. I'm sweating cold sweats now because of fear. And I was like, holy crap. So anyways, guys, the vlog here is about the types of insects I hate. It's not necessarily spiders. I'm okay with spiders, just not the poisonous kind. Like cellar spiders I'm really cool with, after I learned to identify them. And then I really hate slugs. A funny story about the slugs. When I was a kid, I used to stamp them like they were I don't know, I just like crushing them when I was a kid. As a kid, I was always like, yay, I like slugs. I was squish, squish, squish. It was wonderful. And then as I grew older, now I'm just like, oh, it's a slug. It's so disgusting. I know they're harmless and whatever, but still, it's like, I have hygiene standards now. When I was a kid, rolling around in the dirt meant nothing. And getting sick wasn't even a concern. It was like I could be in the dirt all day in the garden. My mom's like weeding out weeds, and I'm just like, oh, slug, boom, and then it's dead. and then I just like hopped around, jumped around like a little idiot, and just crushing all of them. So I really hate slugs. So that goes the same for like snails as well, right? That's probably why I hate escargot, even though I know it's pretty good. I had like one time. And I didn't know what it was when I ate it, but then after my friend told me, the taste suddenly changed in my mouth automatically. I have no idea why. I thought it was okay, and I've eaten like a sea slug, which is a sea cucumber, which is like a very, very traditional Chinese dish, but that didn't really... That one's different, because that one's a sea creature, I consider it. I don't actually consider it to be like a land snail or whatever. So like snails, I'm just like, oh, it's the same thing as a slug to me. And then the other thing I hate is flying insects. Why I hate flying insects is because they can get in your face. I don't care about crawling insects. Crawling insects, it's gotta like crawl up from the floor to like my legs and my arms and whatever, shoulder and neck before it reaches my face. I just don't like having insects in my face. Like, a spider can come down, and I'll just be like, jaw, to your web, and it'll just fall down, and I'll be like, okay, done dinner, and it's on the floor again. But, flying insects, I mean, I thought about it, it's like flies, right? They fly around everywhere, they crawl in all the crevices, they like to roll around in shit, they like to stand on, like, window sills that haven't been washed, and it's all moldy, and then afterwards they touch you in your face, and now you have all that bacteria there, and because I have sensitive skin problems, that's another reason why I really, really hate flying insects. Moths are the worst because they are just dusty as fuck when you kill them. Like, it's nowhere near as bad as like a fruit fly or any other fly. It's just like moth is like boom, and then it's like a powder gas. It's like a gas shower of disgusting moth scales. Ugh. the bigger they are, the worse they are. And at night, sometimes when I don't have that blind closed behind me, a lot of them like to hang out at the window there, and I'm just like, oh my god, please don't fart eggs through that wet screen and then drop it into the little sill and then hatch into my room. Like, fucking hell. So I keep that window closed now forever and ever. And yeah. So guys, I hope you're absolutely disgusted by this vlog. Thanks so much for coming to watch this. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. I hate flying insects so much. And then slugs. Oh, I just dance around them now. So sad. Oh crap, guys, I forgot one last thing in this story. So the best part about this bug story is that at the very end of this, one thing I forgot was that I was at work one day and there was this huge fly, right? A big, meaty, juicy, black, like, ball of a fly. Just, like, flying around. I have no idea why it's in the pharmacy. There's no food for it there and whatever. And my boss is like... She's like, she was going like, whoa, like in the middle of work, and I was like, what the hell? And I was like mixing a cream, right? And while I'm mixing a cream, I'm like, this fly better not fly into this mixture, because if it flies into this mixture, I have to restart and do this whole thing again. And it's like 400 grams of cream, right? It's insane. That's like a pound of cream, and my wrist has been like grinding this powder into it the entire time. Like, I ground it down like 11 grams of hydrocortisone or something into it, and I was just like, freaking hell. And then I saw it, and I had a spatula in my hand. It was literally like a flat spatula that's kind of cylindrical. I'm not going to draw this out, sorry, but I saw it land like right next to me, and that's when I saw my boss. She was like, oh, and I was like, what the hell? And for some reason, I channeled like the power of like a samurai god or something. I have no idea how it happened. And I just used the spatula, and I was like, okay, I'll just get the spatula dirty, whatever, I'll clean it after. So I just like, whoop, bam! And I smacked it, right? And how I was smacking it, I was trying to smack it with the flat side of the spatula, so then it would hit the fly and just crush it. But what actually happened was that as I was going down, it kind of diagonaled. So, because my arm was like, it was in an awkward position like this. So when I swing it, my handle here is kind of like crooked, so it's diagonal. So it wasn't exactly like flat. It was going diagonal, and the width of it was the width of the spatula was like this big. It was literally like this big width. So it's just like a lengthy like metal, and then I smacked it. And I saw like an explosion of guts like on a piece of paper, right? And I was like, oh my god, I got it! I can't believe I hit it. And my boss, she was like looking at me, and she looked at the floor. She's like, oh my god, you split it in half. And I was like, what? I look at it and I was like, wait, what the hell happened? And I was like, wait, where's the other half? So like, I see half of the fly I saw the fly on the floor, and I assumed that was the whole body at first, right? And my boss she said like, oh, that's half of the fly. I was like, oh fuck. And the other half was somewhere else, like dead on the table, just actually underneath the paper. I don't know how it actually rolled under the paper, considering I crushed it on top of the paper. And then the craziest thing though, when I inspected it, was that I sliced the fly clean in half vertically. So that's on the lengthwise. So that means I somehow like clean chopped a huge, like massive, like one of those big black zippy flies in half on a piece of paper, and it saw me coming. I saw it take off a little, and it might have took off into like the diagonal of the blade, and then because it was so strangely angled, it just like dropped on half of it like a guillotine and just chopped it like literally like in the movies, like somebody gets chopped like right down the center. Except it happened to this poor fly, and I'm just like, oh.